Oh boy, this is gonna be a good one. So just a couple of months ago, back when I started to work on this channel, I used to actually get zero work done. It's funny looking back at it. I struggle with productivity a lot, right? Every time I would try to record a video or edit something, I couldn't. I would always delay it all the way to the very end of the day when I'm already tired and I feel groggy and I just want to go to sleep. It was only then that I would actually find enough time to actually edit the video or record the video. And sometimes those work periods, right, they would last a shit ton of time. So oftentimes I would end up staying up to like 12 p.m., 1 a.m. just to finish the video. And I would go to sleep at very late hours. So when I would wake up the next day, do I even have to explain it? I would feel very groggy, you know. I wouldn't be ready for school and all that shit. I would just feel like I didn't get enough sleep. I was sleep deprived. But do you know what I would do later down that day? The exact same thing that I would do yesterday. It was like a cycle. I would always record my video at the very end of the day just because it was the only point in time where I would actually have enough time to record, right? I struggled with productivity like crazy because my schedule was so filled. And not recently, it's been a long time, but I learned one thing which really helped me like skyrocket my productivity, because nowadays I can record whenever and wherever I want with ease. And it's not about recording. It's not just about recording, my friend. I'm just using it as an example. It doesn't matter if you're trying to study for an exam, if you got some other business work to do. I can guarantee you that if you implement what we're going to talk about today correctly, it can really change your life. So buckle up your fucking seatbelt because this shit's about to get crazy, all right? But to start things off, as I just said, I used to struggle with productivity, right? I would always record at the very end of the day, yada, yada, yada. I don't want to repeat myself. Have you ever tried doing your work first thing in the morning? Have you ever genuinely tried that? Because it's kind of like a joke on the internet. It's like a lot of guys like seen like the meme of like, wake up early and 2 a.m. motivation. Oh wait, that's a different thing. The point that I'm trying to make is a lot of guys wake up early to do their work, and I'm pretty sure this is something you're already familiar with. However, it's not always applicable, right? You know what I mean? It's like sometimes you just can't wake up at like 5 a.m. because you went to sleep at like 1 a.m. and you need to get enough sleep to actually feel ready for the rest of the day. What if you were to do all of your work before school, before work? What if you were to adjust your sleep schedule so that you would always wake up like, I don't know, 2 hours before school? Because I'm pretty sure that's enough time to get most of your work done, right? Unless you're working on some like very fucking hard business task, like I don't fucking know, affiliate marketing, all that shit. I'm pretty sure 2 or 3 hours is enough, right? And don't shorten your sleep. The point that I'm trying to make is waking up early is fucking amazing, and it's only one of the many things that we're going to talk about today that I want you to implement. But you shouldn't sacrifice your sleep for the sake of waking up early. The point that I'm trying to make is you're better off going to sleep earlier and waking up earlier rather than going to sleep regularly and then waking up earlier. You kind of have to like move the time block a little bit. Don't shorter your sleep time block. Like try to like move it like a different hour, because then all the other things that we're going to talk about today are going to be 10 times easier, right? This is just the part about waking up early. And once you have that in check, once you're able to wake up early consistently without any like struggle or anything, sometimes I don't even have to wake up early. Sometimes as long as I have enough time to do all of my work before school, like I'll literally wake up at like 8 or 9 a.m. It depends on the day really, but essentially you want to have like at least 1 or 2, 3 hours would be nice, but essentially you want to have like 1 or 2 hours of gap before you wake up and before you have to like, I don't fucking know, go to sleep, not sleep, fuck. Go to school, go to work, all that shit, right? Once you have that time frame, now we're gonna get to the morning routine. The morning routine, which literally, and I'm being dead ass serious right now, literally skyrocketed, blew my productivity through the motherfucking roof, okay? And guess what? It's not actually that difficult. It's not actually that difficult. It's pretty straightforward. Now, it's not easy. One thing you need to keep in mind is simple and easy are two completely different things. It's a pretty straightforward routine, but overall, you're still gonna have a little bit of a struggle. And I'm not saying this to demotivate you by any means. I'm just giving you a little reality check. However, my friend, if you're able to implement this correctly, oh boy, get ready to never struggle again with your work. Because for me personally, it's been working like a charm. That's why I'm speaking with so much confidence about it, right? As long as you're able to pull it off correctly, you'll never have to struggle with productivity again. But make sure you got the first thing in check, right? You gotta wake up early, or at least with a long enough time frame before schoolwork to actually do the thing that you want to do, right? It can be studying, it can be YouTube, business, whatever. Now let's get to the morning routine, because this is where shit's gonna get fun, okay? What I want you to do is, as soon as you wake up, you preferably you want to wake up without like a timer or like an alarm waking you up, because that's pretty unnatural, right? This is why I told you to move your whole sleep block, not shorten it, right? But back to the topic. As soon as you wake up, what I want you to do is you fucking dash to the bathroom and take a cold shower. It doesn't have to be long. I'm not telling you to sit in a cold shower for like 5 minutes and like fucking freeze yourself to death. No. What really matters is that you get that shock effect, you know what I mean? You know that feeling of back when you were a kid and you would jump in the lake with your friends, and as soon as you jumped into the lake, it was like a shock effect, right? The water was always cold for the first 30 seconds you were inside, and after that, it's like nothing to you, right? This is what we want, right? We want that fucking shock effect, because when you get that adrenaline boost, it's like you're 10 times more productive. When you get that adrenaline boost, it's like all of this noise you have in your head immediately fucking disappears. It's out of the window, right? Most of it's gone. So what I want you to do is, as soon as you wake up, you're gonna use the discipline, you're gonna use your willpower, you're gonna use your fucking balls to run into the shower and just splash yourself with water. It doesn't have to be long. It genuinely doesn't have to be long. If I wanted to, I could probably sit in a cold shower for like 5 minutes or more, but my cold showers only last like 45 seconds. I'm being dead ass serious right now. I don't do these long, extensive cold showers, because that's not the point. That's not what we want right now. All I'm asking from you right now is get in a cold shower, get that adrenaline effect. Don't do that shit where people walk in with hot water and they slowly decrease it until it's cold. You don't get the shock effect. You don't get the shock effect, and this is what we fucking want. You wanna get the. But yeah, this is the first step, and as soon as you step out of the cold shower, this is another thing. You're gonna do something called Wim Hof breathing. This is a breathing method invented by I don't know what you call that sport in English. Is it really a sport? Wim Hof is this. He's a famous guy on the internet, right? Essentially, he was a homeless man, but he started like swimming in super cold lakes. I think he climbed Mount Everest shirtless, something like that. But essentially, he's known for inventing a breathing pattern, which makes like, it slows down like your heartbeat. Now, this sounds scary as fuck, right? Don't worry about it. It slows down your heartbeat, but also like completely clears your nostrils. Overall, you feel more fucking present. You feel like a fucking Shaolin monk after you do it. And combining that with the adrenaline you get from the cold shower, it's a huge fucking difference. It's literally better than meditation. It does different things than meditation, but if we're talking about the focus, for me personally at least, Wim Hof's far better than just normal meditation. But essentially, how do you do the Wim Hof, right? As soon as you step out of the cold shower, sometimes I literally do it inside of the cold shower as soon as I like turn off the water, right? What do is you're gonna start it off with 30 deep, powerful breaths. So you go like, it feels so weird doing it on camera, but you can look up Wim Hof on the internet, right? You start off with 30 powerful inhales and exhales, and after like 30 or 40 inhales, on the last breath, as you're exhaling, you let out all of the air that's in your lungs, and you hold this empty lungs position for like, I don't fucking know, as long as you can, right? I do it for as long as I can. It usually doesn't last longer than like 10 to 15 seconds, but after those 40 breaths, you let all of your air out of your body, and you just sit there for like, till failure, really. Don't fucking pass out, of course, but as long as you can't feel like, as long as you can't hold the air anymore, that's when you're gonna stop. And after you release all the air, you inhale, and you hold it for like 15 or 20 seconds, and that's one cycle. For me personally, if you do one cycle really fucking hard, it's enough. But if you want to, you can do like 2 or 3 cycles. It's alright. It's alright. Preferably, I'd still want you to look up how to do Wim Hof on the internet correctly. Just so you don't blame me for like, I don't know, fucking passing out. Of course, I'm joking, right? You're not actually going to pass out, but I want you to get the most benefits from actually doing the Wim Hof, right? So preferably, you want to watch a guide on how to do Wim Hof correctly. I actually, just because I'm so humble and I'm nice, I'm gonna link a Wim Hof guide in the description, right? But moving on to the last step of this morning routine. is the actual flow state work. You're gonna close yourself in your room, like I am right now, by the way. You're gonna close yourself in. Nobody's gonna come into your room for the next 1 or 2 hours of your flow state work, and all you're gonna focus on is your goddamn work. You're gonna put off all of the distractions. You're gonna put your phone in the other room. You're gonna put off everything that could possibly pull your attention away out of your room. All you want is just you and your work. Just the two of us. You get the idea that I'm trying to make, right? After you've done all of this morning routine shit that I just talked about, right? After you do the cold shower, you do the Wim Hof breathing pattern. Like, you can do meditation on top of all these things if you want to, but personally, I meditate after my work. It's a weird thing. I don't treat meditation that seriously because I'm able to focus on my work. I don't have a fucked up attention span, right? But essentially, once you do all of those things that I just described, right? Flow state work is gonna be way easier to access because not only you have zero brain fog because of the cold shower and Wim Hof, you're just gonna feel better. Your lungs are gonna be empty. For the most part, you're gonna be able to breathe easily, and you're just gonna feel like this adrenaline, this boost of energy, as if you were, without it, you wouldn't feel shit. You can drink some coffee on top of that if you want to. I don't drink coffee at all, honestly. I know it's like healthy and it pretty much has like no downsides, but I just don't like it. I just don't like it. Oh, one another thing that I forgot to mention because I am a dumbass motherfucker. You don't want your phone to be in your room. I talked about removing all of the distractions from your room already, but your phone, essentially, it's a motherfucking asshole when it comes down to your attention span and how you focus, right? I'm using my phone to record currently, so it's a little bit hypocritical of me, but let's say this is my phone, right? This is the fucking phone case. This motherfucker can distract you in so many different motherfucking ways. It's genuinely crazy. I actually find it a little bit hard to get into a flow state because I have to use my phone to record. This is why I said a little bit hypocritical, but essentially, literally all it takes for you to get distracted with your phone is to open it. Not even unlock the phone, because for most like Samsung phones and iPhones, you don't even have to unlock the phone to like see the notification tab. So for me personally, when I try to record videos and in the notification tab, I see like 3 YouTube notifications. I already know it's a comment from somebody. I already know it's like maybe a new subscriber, maybe it's a hate comment, something YouTube related, right? So when I start recording, my attention's already drifting towards that comment I just received, towards that new video that some of my friends uploaded. And that's not what you want to do. You want to turn off all of those goddamn notifications. You just, preferably, if you're able, right, unless your work is directly done on your phone and you actually need it, put it in another room. Don't even fucking bother putting it on like the other side of the same room. Put it in a different room. Put it on the other side of the motherfucking house, alright? You don't want it to be near you when you're doing your work. It's gonna distract you like fucking crazy no matter what you do. So you really, really want to distance yourself away from it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. As long as you're able to implement this morning routine correctly and also get into a perfect flow state whilst you're doing your work, it's so fucking easy. Like, we talked about everything, right? We talked about how to adjust your sleep schedule so that you can wake up earlier, at least early enough so you can get your work done, right? We've talked about how to get into an insane mood and flow state with cold showers and a Wim Hof pattern. These 2 things in particular, bro. If you were to remember one thing from this video, it better be these 2. Wait, that's not how math works. Yeah, and on top of all of that, I also talked about like flow state work. So these are all the things you need to fucking master. Preferably, if you were to remember one thing from this video, make it the thing that I just talked about, right? Make it the cold shower and Wim Hof. But if not, please just use the whole routine. So wake up early enough, right? You still want to get the 8 to 9 hours of sleep, all right? Don't sacrifice it. You wake up early. You take a cold shower. As soon as you open up your fucking eyelids, before you even get to touch your phone, you dash, you run, you sprint to the bathroom, you take that cold shower, right? And after that, Wim Hof. We just talked about it, right? So wake up early, cold shower, Wim Hof, and then do your work. And I promise you, I absolutely fucking guarantee you, and I'm speaking from experience here too, it's gonna fucking revolutionize the way you work. It's gonna completely 180 you. You will see how easily you are able to get your work done. And if not, then I don't fucking know. Why are you watching this video at this point if you're not actually going to implement all this shit? You're just wasting your time. But yeah, if you want to talk to me directly and hang around an amazing community of like-minded people who all are on self-improvement, who all strive to live the best fucking life possible whilst hanging around an amazing community. Wait, did I repeat myself again? Okay, fuck that. But if you don't want to do all that, then like, comment, subscribe. Do all these things if you want to, honestly. I'm not gonna force you to do anything. I'm not gonna throw my little algorithm into your face telling you, only 0.2% of my subscribers are actually watching my video. Fuck that. I honestly fucking hate it when motherfuckers like drop their fucking algorithm into their face. It's so annoying. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. You can do all these things if you want to. As I said, I'm not gonna force you to do anything. Do whatever you think is right, my friend. If not, then get lost, you little motherfucker. You've wasted 10 minutes of your time. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one, brother. Take care.